This is whole house cleaning, entire house, floor to ceiling with the Shark UltraLight. So if you're someone who just doesn't want to push around a heavy vacuum cleaner, but you want power, well, this is the UltraLight PowerFins. And if you got a lot of hair, pet hair, human hair, there's a lot of long hair in my house, the HairPro. So this is UltraLight, powerful, takes care of hair. It's your corded vac with all the tools, and we are going to save you a bundle because if purchased separately, this should be about $273. Even, you see what they're doing right there? They're working on the odor. Even if you have like your vacuum up things that stink, it takes care of odor. But anyway, this should be $273. We're doing it for so much less on Easy Pay, $30. And we have Elizabeth here with us to show us. But I just want to show you, you're going to get the vacuum cleaner itself. Yeah. I'll take you through the color. Oh, we only have pine green left, which is fine. Beautiful pine green. But you have some things here that you typically would have to pay extra for. So this is the under appliance wand. This alone would be about $42. We've included it, so that's pretty amazing. You get that. You also get your deep crevice tool, which is awesome. You get a pet power brush, so anyone who has pets or just, you know, you really want to get in there on the upholstery, you're going to love that. This is your clip that will hold all of those accessories to the vacuum itself. And then, this is really interesting that I wasn't familiar with in a vacuum cleaner, but I think it's super cool. And it'll even tell you, don't throw it away, you want to keep this. This is the odor neutralizer cartridges. Each one usually lasts about 6 months,
That's right? You're getting about a year.
So you get about a year there. So if sold separately, it would be $272. We're doing it for $149. All right, so this is a vacuum cleaner. I said it has all the bells and whistles. It really is, like we talked about with our today's special value, it is like a combination of all the things our customers ask for.
So true. I mean, the design itself, to be able to go from like a above the floor cleaner to a 3-pound hand vacuum just with a click. But then as a floor cleaner, you mentioned all the great features here. One of my favorites, Sandra, is that you can easily go from floors to carpets, because most of us do have that combination. And so if you're vacuuming along and you're getting the pet hair, the cereal, whatever, and you know your goal for the day is just to get everything clean, look at how easy this is. Pop it up to the high speed, and now I'm off to the races with my carpets. Look at how fast this is. All that pet hair, and by the way, that brush roll will not wrap the hair around it, so it is self-cleaning brush roll. We like to do our self-cleaning. And then I can easily go under the furniture with this because of the design, the headlights, the swivel, all those things that make your life so much easier and quicker. And then we also have the ability, with just the push of a button, you don't need a separate hand vac.
Look at this. So now you're going to go on top of the table, which could be your countertop.
Yep. And all the tools that you'll need, we'll show you those in a minute. They fit here, but they also fit on the extension, so you can use it in all kinds of ways.
So I think really the big deal here is that it is so effective, but more importantly, it's so lightweight, but really, really powerful. Gone are the days where you needed a big, heavy vacuum cleaner to get real power. So if you're watching at home and you're thinking, I really would like a lighter vacuum cleaner because maybe you just want to carry around something maybe heavy, or maybe you feel like you can't. When I tell you this is very powerful, it is truly one of the most powerful vacuum cleaners that we have from Shark in a very lightweight.
You don't need the big uprights to get the power anymore. Shark gives you all kinds of great stuff, like we don't lose suction even when the bin's full. So let me go through this, and we're going to talk about our amazing brush roll a little bit more, Sandra. So I showed you some other like clumpy hair back there. This is looser hair. Maybe you've got long hair. The great thing is our brush roll with the PowerFins, we don't have a bristle under here. So we're going to show you that in a sec. But what that means is if you don't have bristles, it's not going to wrap the hair. So we give you the PowerFins instead. And these PowerFins actually have a little bit more going for them, Sandra. These have little dots on them. It's hard to see it here, but we'll show you in a minute in our animation. And those trap even more hair. So designed to pick up even more pet hair, and you can see no hair wrapped around it. There we go.
Oh my gosh, that is such a leap forward in vacuuming technology. I remember like in the past, the vacuum cleaners I had, which by the way were, you know, maybe a couple $100 even more than this vacuum cleaner. I still had to cut hair out with scissors or knives because it would get so trapped.
Right. Exactly. And I just took a little mint because I was coughing.
No worries.
I inhaled some dust.
It's okay. And plus, we all are walking around this building with like a lingering cough. I'm constantly taking a drink of water.
Sorry about that.
No, that's fine. So now you've got some stinky, smelly dirt.
Look at my floor. Isn't that fun?
Which could be like kitty litter or just something gross.
Right. So what's great about this is you can dial this down to a hard floor setting. So it's a little bit lower rotation, although it seems like it's going to town. This is calibrated to clean your hard floors without spraying the dirt, okay? So I've got sawdust here, I've got coffee, I've got cereal. These things in and of themselves aren't that stinky, Sandra. But the problem is, once you get dust in your vacuum and it sits in the closet, the vacuum starts to smell. Have you ever experienced that?
Yep.
And we, you know, at Shark, of course, we're always innovating. And when we were thinking about what are the pain points, that's what they call them, for vacuuming. Well, that was one of them.
That was one of them. And you know, if you would have said to me, like, what don't you like about a vacuum cleaner? I might not have even thought about the smell. Like but when you bring it up, I'm like, oh yeah, that does happen. I love that you thought of it. It is now not an issue.
Yeah, I wish I personally had thought of it.
Yeah, it's really smart.
But the fact, so this is your little pod, your little odor reduction technology, odor neutralizer pod. You're gonna slide it in, you can rotate it, and we do have a little video that kind of helps us understand, because it is kind of a new concept.
Put it in, don't think about it again for another 6 months.
Yeah, and the only reason you'll think about it is you're like, oh, that smell is not as, you know, as nice as it used to be. But it's not just like lighting a candle, Sandra. It actually attacks the dust and the smells where they are inside the vacuum. So even if you're using the hand vac.
So even that's pretty incredible technology. All right, so our QVC customers, I really think, are some of the smartest shoppers, and they have voted they love this. So let me tell you how I know that. This was introduced just 3 weeks ago, and in 3 weeks, 13,000 have been ordered. So we sold out of, let's see, we had 5 colors. We've sold out of 4 colors. We are down to pine green, which you can see, it's just a lovely dark green. However, the color doesn't matter. They always did all the same thing. Yeah. And the color is nice. But we've already sold 13,000. We have how many left yet? We have fewer than 2,500 to go around.
Oh, wow.
And I do think it's because our customers really know Shark. Yeah. And they know what kind of value this is. So if you're unfamiliar with the value, let me tell you, this really should be about $273. We're doing it for under $150. There's just not another retailer that's gonna give you this value. And it's not just because we give you the vacuum cleaner. The vacuum cleaner on its own would be $157, so already, you know, it's like $7 less than you would spend at retail. However, so yeah, we'll save you $7, we'll ship it for free, you'll get the easy pay. I would feel comfortable with just telling you that. But we really did go above and beyond, and you're gonna see these in use, but we've got this under appliance tool. You know how wonderful this is to get under your refrigerator, and especially under things like your dryer and your washing machine, so that's available for you. And really, really cool the way that just like sucks that dirt up. We also have the deep crevice tool. We have the pet power brush, that's great for upholstery. We have the onboard clip. So the odor packs, all of this together, you would never find, first of all, you wouldn't find it bundled together, but if you did buy it all, and those are the tools that people tend to buy the most, it would be more than $100 more. It'd be $273 instead of $150.
Amazing.
Wow.
Yeah.
So we're saving like $120 some dollars.
Nice that some of the tools can fit on board with the little clip. So I've got my pet power tool, I've got my crevice duster. Sandra, would you help me with this next demonstration?
Absolutely.
This is our original classic OG Rocket vacuum that
I
just
think I
we sold.
had this one.
I'm sure you did. We all did, right? Still a great vacuum. Will you put that on the top there for me? And I want to show everybody the brush roll, so it just slides right in.
Oh wait, I'm sorry, I just can't see going backwards.
Of course not. Let's lift it down, because I want everyone to see, first of all, my brush roll is clean, but you see how different this is. This is bristles, right? That's what we all had. All right, I'm going to put that there. Let's make sure, yeah, you're going to be, and grab mine. Carpets, you got a little head start on me, but that's okay.
Sorry.
I'll catch up. No, that's okay.
I cheated.
Hey, they both work great. You can see they both have amazing suction. This is why folks love Shark. But here is the major difference. Let's reveal, shall we? This is what we used to have to do after we got done cleaning the floors.
Hey, and I have news for you. It's not just Shark that used to have to cut this off.
No.
You know, there's vacuum cleaners that cost hundreds of dollars more than this that you had to cut out that hair. And in some cases, you still do.
Yeah.
Look over here.
Look at this. Wow.
This, you know what's great about this? For me, I have 2 dogs.
Okay.
And then we also have 2 bunny rabbits.
Yeah.
The bunny rabbits actually shed a lot more than our dogs. But there are 3 girls in my house that have long hair, me and both my daughters. Yeah. It's the human hair.
Yes,
I find it all over my stairs. Like, I mean, there's just so much hair. Yeah. And so this really makes it so much better.
Yeah, and the bristles do, I mean, the bristles, you know, they did their job back then, but they miss some of the fine dust, right? And then you have the fact that some carpets and hard floors, they don't use bristles, right? So this is a PowerFin, it's really different. And as you can see, no hair wrap. Now I want to do something fun. I'm going to take To me, it's fun. I'm such a vacuum nerd. I'm gonna take my dust cup. Now you might think, oh, Elizabeth's gonna show us how to empty that. I will in a minute. But before I do, look what's in here. Oh, that's gross. That's hair, that's dust, that's a lot of dirt, coffee, I see sawdust. So I'm gonna take this, Sandra. Follow
It's actually
me.
everything that we vacuumed up over here.
Everything we vacuumed up so far. Yeah. There's even whatever I've got off the tabletop.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna put this on here and I'm gonna put my tube on. So now you guys will know. Have you ever been vacuuming, Sandra, and the power just kind of, you have to keep going over the same spot?
Especially when you start
full?
getting too much debris in there, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oftentimes, suction is diminished once the dust cup gets full. So my dust cup's full. This is a rack of billiard balls. Let's see what we got here. This is just the suction alone. Listen to that. You mentioned earlier, this is one of our most powerful shark vacuums that we make. No longer do you need the huge upright to get this kind of power. Oh my gosh. Look at that. I'm even shocked and surprised. Of course, I know.
With a full dust cup.
With a full dust cup. Whoops, there goes my billiard balls. But let me show you, in case you're like skeptical that this was full, I'm gonna empty it. You ready, Sandra? You just pull this off. I love this. You don't have to take the whole vacuum to the trash can. There's a little icon
That's
here.
actually really nice too.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah.
You see the little
it's
trash
like the little
can?
things that just all add up to make this a phenomenal vacuum cleaner.
Actually, this is another nice thing too. You see where the hair is?
Oh.
I don't have to dig in to get the hair. It's all right here. A little boop, gets it off. And then just give it a little shake.
Wow.
And then your filter is also right here, easy to access on top. Okay, that's a foam filter. You don't have to purchase this. You don't have to, buy a new one. You may eventually down the road because we expect you to have this a long time. But it's washable. You just let it air dry, pop it back in, and that's it.
Wow. Okay, so here's what I want you to know. We started with 5 different colors. We're down to 1, and it is this pine green. We also, in 3 weeks, have had 13,000 of these ordered. And I know it's because a lot of customers, here's what happens. You see it on QVC, and then you think, then I would do it too. I'm going to look and see if I can get it for less money someplace else.
Oh, yeah.
And then you get on Google or you start searching the internet and you find, no, guess what? You can't. And you certainly, even if you do ever see this for less than $149, although I don't think you will because the vacuum itself is $157, you're not going to get all of the attachments that we give you. And they're attachments that you would pay extra for, and they're the attachments that really, really matter. So you can see her cleaning this all up, but I'm talking about, like, I love that you gave us the under appliance tool. Right here. So this goes under your like your refrigerator, your washer, your dryer, and there's a little brush on there. Oh, I just knocked over the display. There's a little brush on there, so it just sucks everything up. You get that. This alone would be another $42. The deep crevice tool, if you want to make that more of like brush on the end, you can do that as well. You're also getting that pet brush. This will attach, this is great for upholstery, right?
Yes.
And then, of course, you get your clip, and then we give you, and the box will even say, don't throw them away. Those are your odor neutralizer cartridges. If you were going to order all of this separately, it would be about $127 more. Why spend it if you don't have to? And you can get this here on Easy Pay for $30. That's why we are getting down to almost last call, considering what we started with.
Look at this crazy tool. I
want to talk about this because
adore this
is
tool.
like anywhere else you're going to spend another $42 to get this home.
I put it on the end of the extension so I don't even have to get on my hands and knees. Now I don't have an appliance here, but some of your furniture is really low like this. I have a cabinet that's really low, but you can put this under any of your different appliances. Just wave it back and forth like a magic wand. There's an opening and a brush, as Sandra said. And that's a great way to use this. And just, you're not going to use that every single day, but let me tell you, once you use that, you'll be like, I had a lot of dust.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, and actually, that's exactly right. So, and I love the idea of being able to clean up all the dust that I can't see, especially things around like my clothes, like the dryer.
Yep.
All kinds of like lint and stuff gets around there.
Here's your pet tool. We call this a pet power brush because it's got that rotating brush roll. This is great. Oh my gosh, I love this chair, Sandra, for this demonstration. Look at how beautiful this is making this look. I don't know if
So
you all
even
can
if you
see it.
don't have pets, that's a really good way just to groom your upholstery, get up all the dust that's maybe even floating around. It's how you keep your upholstery nice.
Yeah, take it to the car. Nice long cord on this so you can take it to the car. So that's 2 of your tools. Your third tool is one of my faves of all time as well because this is so handy. It's really a 2-in-1. So you've got your long crevice tool and you've got bristles. So the bristles slide out. Maybe you're thinking, all right, new year.
That would be $27 just to buy that tool.
Oh yeah, look at this, how great this is. You can reach high, it's nice and light, only 3 pounds. You can use it for all your dusting, even, oh, this would hold a lot of dust.